Warts. We hate them, they're unsightly, we try to hide them, we try to get rid of them. Nothing seems to work. Today I'm going to show you something that we have found to be very, very effective for many of our patients. Hi, I'm Dr. Christensen. Welcome to my office. Today I'm going to share with you something that we have found to be very effective in getting rid of these unsightly warts that tend to pop up. As many of you know, warts are a virus. And so the virus can spread, it can be contagious, and warts tend to breed upon themselves. And so once you get one wart, often it can be followed by another. There are a lot of treatments for warts. Some of them are effective, many of them, most of them are not. And rather than have your wart burned off or frozen off with the dermatologist, we found something that works very, very effectively and is very, very simple. And I'm going to share with you two approaches that we use. The first we use is a cold laser. And many of you are familiar with this from our various videos. And what the cold laser is, it's a laser light. In this case, it's a frequency of 635 nanometers, which is a frequency that fights infection, it helps heal tissue, and it can get rid of warts. And so the idea with treating the wart with the cold laser is you simply shine the laser on the wart. You can put it right up against it, and we recommend doing this 2 or 3 or 5 times a day. 1-2 minutes is what you'll do. You'll just shine it on that, and usually within a week or so, the wart will begin to shrink and it will go away. We had one of our patients that was treating a 12-year-old girl, and one morning she came into her mom and told her that her wart fell off. It was on her foot, and she says, "I bumped it with the laser and it just fell off." And underneath it was perfect, healthy skin. And so try the lasers. We sell these. They're very inexpensive. We use them for all kinds of different things. The other one, which is a little more dramatic, but actually I found to be a little more effective. And when I say effective, I'm seeing between 50 to 60% effectiveness using these methods. And again, I haven't found anything that's 100%. But these are effective. It will leave no scarring. It's relatively pain-free. The laser is completely pain-free. The other one that we use, that I'm going to share right now, is using an acupuncture needle. And so what we simply do, is we use an acupuncture needle. You can get these on Amazon. They're easy to find, and you simply use the acupuncture needle. You poke it right through the center of the wart. We had one patient, I think he had 38 warts. Some of his warts had warts, and we treated 2 or 3 or 4 of them is all. And within a 3-week period, they'd completely dissolved and were gone. And so in using an acupuncture needle, again, you don't necessarily need to be an acupuncturist to use one of these. What we do is we call dry needling. It's semantics. It's rather than being a licensed acupuncturist, you can do dry needling. Acupuncture needles, they will come in a wrapped individually. There's usually a little tube that you can guide. You can place that right on the wart and simply give it a little tap in. And so you see the little red thing here, that's something just to keep the needle in place so it doesn't slide all the way through. To use this, you'll simply take the red plastic out and you'll put it on a wart. I don't have a wart here to show you, but you'll put it on here, and just with a little tap, just like that, you can put the needle in through the wart. What I believe is happening here is I'm driving some of the virus of the wart material into the bloodstream. And what that does is that creates an immune response, and the body will look at that virus and say, hey, you don't belong here, and then it'll fight the wart and kill the warts. And so with this, once the needle is in, we we simply keep it in for 15 minutes. And the goal is let it sit for a few minutes. After 15 minutes, you simply remove the needle. And when I do that, what I'm looking for is I'm looking for a little drop of blood. And sometimes I'll get it, sometimes I won't. If you look here real closely, you can see just that little red speck. And that just assures to me that I went all the way in. Can you even see that? Mm-hmm. Okay. And so, and then what you do after that is nothing. You just wait. I had a patient in the other day, and I asked him about his wart, and he says, "Oh, it completely went away after about 3 weeks." And so again, it's a nice treatment. Sometimes we'll treat more than once with that, but we find it to be very effective. For those that are absolutely opposed to or in fear of needles, the cold laser works really well. Give it a try, and again, we find it effective. We find it easy, and importantly, you don't leave scars. The warts are just dissolved and reabsorbed into the body, and they're gone. So share this with friends who may have warts, and when you're using acupuncture needles, always safe to properly dispose of the needles. And so we've got one of these little containers here. We simply put the needle in, and then you can dispose of these containers once they're used up appropriately. Thanks, and share this with your friends.